Do you have a monkey on your back? It's time to get it off.
Okay, what's going on YouTube? Happy Thursday. This is a video, and now I have new information, so I'm going to go ahead and tackle these points that I made yesterday. I put a video out yesterday about, are you buying real estate correctly? That rubbed some of you the wrong way, but it also showed me who I'm really talking to. Some people have said things like, well, inflation is 3%, and with real estate you can make up to 5%, so you're actually making money by investing in real estate. But we also know that real estate was something that definitely happened 2 years ago, and it still is happening, 2-3 years ago or more, and still is happening, and it's caused people to foreclose and things of this nature because the house values went down. People still had to pay mortgages, and people ran from their homes, and we know the story. But let me tell you another story, and I'm going to use George for title for a second. Now, George for title had a video about 3 days ago, and he talked about how he made $1,700 a month with YouTube, meaning with Google AdSense, and he really didn't do anything, and he was surprised because he's built his subscriber list up. He's probably at, I think, at maybe 18,000 subscribers right now, right? And I thought about that for a second. Now let's just use George for title for a second. Let's just say that George for title has that $1,700 a month AdSense thing coming in just by doing something that he loves, talking about videos. So that's coming in. And then let's say that George for title has an eBay store where he brings in $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And I'm really making George for title look good here. And let's say that George for title had a job, which I really don't agree with, but let's just say he had a job. And let's say at his job he was bringing in, let's give him $50,000 a year. Okay, $50,000 a year. Google AdSense, he's bringing in about $1,700, which will increase once he gets more subscribers. And he's bringing in $2,000 to $3,000 a month from an eBay store. Now let's say he was to take that AdSense account and he was to take his eBay money, and let's say he was to put $3,700 toward his mortgage. That mortgage is going to get paid off a lot faster than paying an extra payment a year or doing something of that nature. You see, this channel here is abnormal. If you're normal, you won't survive in this channel. You see, I forgot to say, Abdul, when you tell people to pay off their mortgage, you're not talking in normal language. Some people don't speak abnormal. So let me give it to you a little better. You pay off your mortgage. Let's say you paying your mortgage and it's $2,000 a month. You got $24,000 a year. So let's say you were to buy $24,000 worth of product. Now see, some of you guys look at product like this and business like this. I make 100% profit. I buy something for 50 cents and I sell it for $1. My business is great. No, that business is horrible. You see, when I look at something to buy, I'm in the 2,000, 3,000%. I'm looking to buy something for $2 and sell it for 20. That's my strategy. So let's just say you use that strategy of buying something for $24,000 worth of product, and let's say you bought them for $2 and you sold it for 20. Now you're really making money. That $24,000 is going to get turned into about $100 or some thousand dollars. You think that's doing a little better than 5%? You think that's doing a little better than the stock market? You see, we got to stop thinking in this normal plane. You're going to retire when you're 65 and 70 when you think like that. If you want to be abnormal and do things faster, do things faster. You got to think. I remember sitting down with a lady whose company is the biggest in the product that I sell. And she was talking about the only thing I focus on is getting the product, having the product in stock, and providing the best customer service. I have the best shipping policy in North America. And she's a millionaire now. But she did it because she invested in her product. She invested in a business. A business is much faster than a job. But see, some of you guys, you got to think like, well, I did my 9 to 5 today, so I'm just going to go home and relax. No, no, no. There's no relaxing in this area right here when you're abnormal. You relax when you finish. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. When you come to me and you say, I can make 5% with my house and inflation is 3%, I'm yawning. That's nothing to me. But if you really want to impress me, if you really want to do something, if you really want to add some stuff and take away and do something that I just laid out, that's taking debt off. But see, this is not going to happen automatic. I mean, this is not going to happen fast. You got to hang around the right people. You got to step away from these normal people. And you got to stop thinking normal. You got to read books that are abnormal. Watch videos that are abnormal. Step outside the box. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Any debt is prison. Any debt. So you don't want to be in debt. When you read books like The Millionaire Next Door, these men aren't in debt. These men live in middle-class neighborhoods with homes paid for. You see, the reason why it doesn't fit well with you, it doesn't sit well with you, is because you're not doing it, your friends are not doing it. Nobody in your world usually talks about a paid-for mortgage in their 30s and 40s. This is why it's lonely at the top. This is why 2% to 3% of the people in the world run the world. And we sit here and talk about them because they make logical decisions. See, at the bottom is crowded because everybody's thinking the same. 97% of people are all thinking the same. Are you ready to change that? Are you ready to do something a little different? Because if you are, this is the channel for you. But if you feel like you're going to sink or whatever, you go watch those other boring channels that talk about you can make 12% this year. No, this is why I went to China. This is why I left the country. Because I wanted to get a product for the bare bottom of a price. I wanted to get the best price and sell it for as much as I can. I wanted to be the first person that had a product, that put the product out there. That's not normal. I don't want to be normal. So my question is to you, and I'll leave this with you. What do you want to be? Set it off, YouTube.